Hi guys. It's November 7th. I said we'd be here in November. And we are here in November. We have a slight risk of tornadoes in Tennessee only. I need to pull up ChatGPT. I'm gonna open up Red Omega when the live stream comes around. And I do apologize, I have not I've been looking at this, but I've not looked at models significantly. So yeah. Anyway, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible later this afternoon through the evening across parts of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. A few marginally severe storms could also develop in the central Gulf Coast states later this afternoon and over. My mic has been tweaking recently. That's better. I do apologize for that. Anyway, we're gonna come back with this in a second. We're gonna pull up models, specifically the HRRR. Let's start. Not here. Ohio Valley. Looking at 0 to 3 kilometer Cape, we can see basically the middle is where we're really forecasting it, and we could see that happening, but this would be really late, so I highly doubt that that's what they're most concerned about, you know? Cape's definitely going to increase, but it's not going to be significant, at least with the lapse rates. Yeah, from what I'm looking at here, lapse rates do not appear to be that significant. Looking at Cape, ML Cape, again, we're not seeing majorly high Cape values, and again, I don't expect that. It's November, you know. I'm a little sick. I'm a little sick at the moment, so I do apologize if I sound really weird. Sin's gonna completely erode, so that's not gonna be an issue. MU Cape, again, mainly we're looking at the middle of Tennessee here, and even MU Cape isn't expecting it 2,000, and 2,000 is really that sweet spot. But again, it just go over to over 1,000, so that is something we have to keep an eye on. Yeah, and Sin's gonna completely erode. Looking at the SBLCLs, they're not that high. They really don't get to be that high. So we could definitely see a tornado risk. We already have a 5%. So again, the LI is really high. Bulk shear is definitely going to be substantial enough to support severe thunderstorms and supercells. Same thing goes for 0 to 6. Obviously, now the biggest one here would be the rotation. It's significant. We actually have really high rotation. Yeah, we have really, really high rotation. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Something's happening right now. I do apologize. Just give me a second. Right. Looking at EHI here, 0 to 1. Some places do get over that hump of some places get it 2, but this is really late. So that's something I do want to watch. Yeah, so we definitely could see a few tornadoes. The question is, how discreet will they be? Yeah, they could be a little discreet. I think I think there's definitely a reason why we could see a 5. We could actually see a 5% in multiple places. I feel maybe looking at reflectivity here. I could be live very soon, actually, like very very soon. But we're not. I'm not like we're not expecting that major. We could definitely see a few discrete supercells, piece of what we're looking at there. But I'm not expecting anything like historic, which is definitely good. Excuse me. Anyway, here we got Sigmatic overview. Upper trout currently over eastern Nebraska slash Kansas, moving into Iowa and Montana. By tonight, it will reach the Ohio Valley, then central Appalachians by early Saturday. This is 12Z, which is 8 UTC. Surface patterns. Cold front locate. Don't even. Cold front located over the mid Mississippi Valley, moving east southeast. By early Saturday morning, it reaches the mid Atlantic and the northern Gulf states. Tennessee Valley and the southern Appalachians. Surface dew points anywhere from 56 to 58 Fahrenheit, and that's in Kentucky. A gradual poleward direction via south-southwest flow. Surface dew points is also 60 degrees in Fahrenheit in the middle of Tennessee. Moisture return increasing instability. 500 millibar temps, cooling from negative 12 degrees Celsius to negative 16 or 17 degrees Celsius. Cold air advection steepens lapse rates, and ML keep anywhere from 200 to 500 joules per kilogram in Kentucky, and that's into 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram in Tennessee Valley, which is weak to modest instability. Storm evolution will be afternoon. Scattered cellular storms develop near the Kentucky slash Tennessee border. Evening is convection spread south to Alabama slash Tennessee border. Storm type is a mix of supercells, line segments organized by strong hydrographs. Has a few tornadoes possible, damaging gusts, and marginally severe hail. Time will be late afternoon into early slash mid evening, and the trend is risk diminishes overnight across the southern Appalachians. Oh, my mommy's home. I'm sorry. Central Gulf Coast, we have the environment, which is higher moisture but weaker forcing and warmer mid levels in the farther north. Primary lift equals warm air advection, not frontal convergence. Cloud cover may inhibit full destabilization. Threat is isolated condition of severe storms if any sustained updraft develops. Low level velocity could support a limited tornado risk, mainly along the coast. The bottom line is main severe quarter is Tennessee Valley and southern Appalachians, late afternoon to evening. The greatest risk is isolated tornadoes, damaging winds, and small hail. Secondary area would be the central Gulf Coast with conditional tornado risk from warm advection storms, and the trend is activity weakens as the cold front and upper trout shifts east overnight. Right now, looking at satellite imagery across that region, we can see IR is not showing anything too major at the moment. Looking at geocolor, we're not seeing anything like firing yet, which we're not expecting. So yeah, that's basically everything we got going on today. Um, yeah. Let's pull up another page real quick of the storm prediction center so I can pull up forecasting tools so we can put up the HREF. I'm also going to switch this over. So we can see here the 850 millibar. We could definitely see the low level jets trying to get into there, but that's not what I'm really worried about. I'm looking at the what we're looking at here. It's not that significant, honestly. Yeah, cape shouldn't be that high. Even the max amount of cape you guys can get is barely reaching 1,000. It's gonna quickly diminish. So I'm not too worried about the severe weather threat today. Obviously, the storm prediction center has that heightened risk. That's not covering what I needed to cover. That's good enough. Surface Bay Cape at the moment, we have definitely sand there, but Cape has not reached it yet. So we're going to continue to track this. We're going to have the meso analysis page up and ready when and if severe storms happen. I will be back when, I need to be. It's just such a short video. I mean, there's not much going on. Actually, yeah, real quick, we can look at different models real quick. Yes, we can. Looking at what NAM has to say. Mainly, I just want to look at reflectivity. Name such about discreteness. Hold on. Again, yeah, we're not looking at anything too major here. Cape's going to diminish really fast, so I don't think this is going to be like a major tornado outbreak. But if needed, the live stream will happen. I'll see you guys later.